Good morning. Are you worried that the work that we are doing will be forgotten? No, I think about this sometimes. If you look in the future, let's say 2060, and you see this little boy talking to his mother, and the boy says, Mother, why can't people have babies today? I know if earlier people had babies, not now. What happened? And why are there so many retards in my class? Half of them are retards, the boy says. And the mother will explain it to him. And she says, well, back in 2020, people were idiots. All of them were idiots. And we will be forgotten, right? And she says, well, back in 2020, people actually believed in media. Everybody believed that media was telling the truth. And that's why we have this situation now. They took the needle, all of the needles, right? And that's why people can't have babies today. And that's why people are retards. And people were so stupid back in the 2020s. They believed that the politicians were honest. And the kid laughs, right? Stupid people living back in the 2020s. I think we have a responsibility to be remembered, to document what we are doing. I don't know if we can handle all these idiots, right? I don't know. I don't think so. Some of them, absolutely, but we can be remembered at least, I think. I was reading this article here in Sweden. It's a local newspaper called VLT. It's pretty big, right? And this is terrible stuff for an obedient person to read this, right? It's a nightmare, basically. So this is what the article says, right? A study from April 2024 shows that vaccinated people who were seriously ill with COVID-19 died more often than unvaccinated people who were equally ill. This was in the article. And you see how awful this is. This was the last one, wasn't it? Now, first they said it was 100% effective. It would stop the spread and everything, right? And then they said, no, you will not die. And it turns out to be false, right? There was a bigger chance of you dying if you took it, right? And we know this, right? But it's in the article, right? Carefully, media are starting to talk about this very carefully. I don't see it happening in a big way. No, maybe never. No. But they are reporting on it. They also said this. No one really knew how effective the vaccine was or the side effect profile when it was introduced. The trinity of politicians, some scientists, and the industry pushed for it because everyone benefited from it. Right. Mainstream media. I also want to talk about this. I heard this number. I believe there's some truth to it. 1 million people have lost their lives in the war between Ukraine and Russia. 1 million. Right. And now the EU is worried that Trump might stop it. Right. But then they have this hero lady and the bureaucrats, all of them, I suppose. But there's this lady, the European Commission's chief diplomat. Her name is Kaja Kallas. I know this lady. I know about her. She used to be the PM of Estonia. So she's now have this top job in the EU, right? You know what she says? She said on Thursday, she said that the EU is ready to take the lead in Ukraine if the US, under Trump, no longer wants to continue the war. Right. No, I was thinking, what happened to this idea? Remember this idea that if women get involved in politics, less people will be killed? Do you remember this? No, the feminists, they said this, right? Oh, we need women in politics because there will be less war, right? What happened to this idea? Kaja Kallas. Right. Okay. That's all. Be good.